For today's project, you will need a piece of paper, pencil, eraser, and something round to trace. To make yourself a ruler, fold your piece of paper hot dog style 3 times. Then trace your bowl 3 times on your paper or any other round object. This will create your circles easily. Using a ruler or your piece of paper, starting on the edge, make lines vertically on your paper. Use the previous line to match up with your new line. That way your lines are straight and even. You want your lines to be about an inch or less. Repeat this process horizontally, being sure to skip your circles. To draw your lines, you're going to draw 2 lines vertically and 2 lines horizontally on each curve. Repeat this for all of the circles. You can make points as guidelines if needed. Using any black tool, trace and color every other spot. It might be helpful to mark your spots beforehand to make sure you mark the right ones. Color each spot completely and darkly with a tool that works. Now trace your lines for your circle, including the outer edge. Just like before, you're going to color every other space in dark black. Make sure you mark these first correctly before you start coloring. For this next step, you can use any coloring supply you have available to you. Then pick your color scheme. For this one, I'm going to choose an analogous color scheme. For my color scheme, I'm going to choose orange, red, and purple for my color scheme. First, color the grid in the background solid with one of your colors. Pick another one of your colors. We're going to try different techniques to add form. For this one, you're going to start by coloring solid around the edges to get your darkest color. Next, as you get closer to the center, use dots or stipples to create value. The farther away from the center, the more dots you're going to create. The closer, the less dots you'll create. That means that the center will be lighter than the outside, which is darker. The next technique we'll try is hatching. Take another color from your chosen color scheme and draw lines. The more lines you draw, the better to make it darker, so the closer they are, the darker it'll seem. The farther apart, the more light it will seem. You want the lightest parts in the center. This last technique is great if you need to blend 2 colors. For example, if I want orange-red, I'm going to use cross-hatching to achieve this. Take one color and first start by hatching lines darkest on the edge, lightest to the middle. Remember, the closer and the more lines there are, the darker it'll seem. The less lines there are, the lighter it'll seem. Do this for one color first. Now take your other color and do the same process. Remember, farther apart lines are lighter towards the center and closer together lines are darker. Notice how I alternate the lines in the other direction. Now your piece is complete. You've done a great job of trying form in different ways. Make sure to turn it in correctly.